everyone, welcome to techystack, and today our topic is arguments. So basically arguments are used to pass the data between the two workflows. So we'll try to understand how it will works in real time to you. So basically we have arguments have three types. So one is the in and another one is out and one more is in and out. So the property as of now we are not using anything. So we'll focus on in, out and in and out. So right now I'm creating one more extra sequence here. So make it in as sequence one as it is. Now if I want to pass argument from one workflow to another workflow, we need to use invoke workflow. Just drag and drop this invoke workflow and I'm selecting the file here. So I want to pass the argument to this sequence one. So I'm just selecting that sequence. After that, I will just open the workflow and here I need to create the variable. Sorry, not the variable, arguments. So go to this argument and make it as in argument. So if we are sending from sequence to sequence one, so we are sending now. So that's why we put it as int. Let's save this and go back to the sequence one. Here you can see the arguments. So I have created the in argument. Here we can see the types, any type of this we can select. As of now, I'm selecting as a string and I will make it as some name. I will put it here. Extract, that's fine. So again, save it and I will go to the sequence one. I am checking the output, whether it's created successfully or not. With the help of message box, I'm seeing the output. What I given here in argument. Just I pass the same argument here. So if I run this, I can see the output. So where I declared this in argument, I declared the in argument here. So in argument, what I declared techystack and output where I am checking here. So this is the way how we can declare the in argument. Now we'll see how to declare the out argument. So go to the out argument. So out argument means we are sending from sequence one to sequence. So go to this here arguments and make it as out A or G. You can make it as any name. So as of now, I'm taking it out argument. And you can see this here out. Select the direction as out. So once you declare that, we can say default value was not supported. So it means if you want to add the data, so we cannot add directly. For that, what we need to do now. So take one assign activity. So in this assign activity, how we are declaring the variables, the similar way we can declare. So instead of that here, I pass the argument. So out argument, and I will make it as name as getting data from sequence one. Okay. So now I created the out argument. Just save it. If you not save, what happened now? So you cannot able to see here the out argument. So here what I am doing now. So I want to see this out argument. For that we cannot see directly. So for example, I will show you. So I will message box I will take here and I will pass it here the out argument. So what I here declared here, the same thing I will pass. For in and out, I will create one more variable which I will make it as name. I will take it to variable name as check. So now I declared the variable here. So on what I will do now, so I will take as an activity, I'll make it as check. So here I will make it as one name which is called sequence. So now I will make it in sequence, just for easy to remember. So in sequence, and I will go back to the sequence one. Here I will take out argument and I will make it as temp argument. So this is we are passing the outside now. So that's why. So I will make it this as out sequence. Okay. In this temp argument only we created the in and out. So now we'll see here, and let me make one more message box, and I will make it this as temp argument. And on the top side, so I'm removing these two. As of now, these two are not required. So I save this. In this condition, I'm running bot step into. So because we need to see that flow, how it is moving. So just click on that step into option. After that, I declare this variable with the name of check, and in that variable, it's stored in sequence. I will just pass through via arguments, and we can see the out. Okay, here what happened now? So before checking that output, we rearrange that argument. So that's why it's not showing that output. Let me put it this message box on the top side. Just I drag and drop on the top side. Again, rerunning the bot. So in the check, again, it's taking the same value in sequence, and we can see the temp argument as in sequence. Okay, now we got this in sequence output, and similar way we can see the out to sequence output. So let it run one more step, and we can see the out sequence. Here how it's working now. I will show one small PPT. So in sequence, what we taken, first of all, we created one variable which we called as check variable. And in that check variable, what we stored the data in sequence data we stored the same thing, check variable, and in sequence in that variable we have the in sequence data. After that, what we are doing now? So just passing the data to sequence one. So we pass this data with the help of temp argument. So this is our argument. In this argument, we pass this check data. So in this check data, what is stored? Again, it in sequence. After that, we are checking the output in the sequence one. Here we are checking it sequence one. Similar way, in sequence one, first of all, what we declare, we checking that output. So this is the output we are checking. After that, again, we passing the one argument to the out sequence. So already we have the temp argument. In this temp argument, what we are doing now, just passing the data as out sequence. This out sequence data we are checking in the output as sequence one.